I will abide by the Constitution. President speaks on presidential term limits. By Lincoln to Window at Sunday Mail Zim, the 7th of April, 2024. Today's Sunday Mail reports that President Mnangagwa does not have any intentions of running for a third term or extending his term limit, and that there's no iota of evidence of ZANU-PF having pushed for something that violates the supreme law of the land. In a detailed report that directly deals with media speculation on an allegedly impending third term or term extension, based on an exclusive question and answer interview with Brick by Brick magazine editors Mnangagwa Huni and Baforankoma, they recently had with him, the Sunday Mail says, at Mnangagwa indicated that speculation that the Constitution would be amended for him to run for another term was misplaced. Below is a telling quote in the Sunday Mail story of the president's position and that of ZANU-PF on the public speculation regarding a constitutional amendment said to be on the horizon on presidential term limits. And what the amendment would mean? Well, I am very happy that Zimbabweans are very imaginative. They can imagine about anything, which shows there is democracy in the country, you see. But we in ZANU-PF are very democratic, and we obey the Constitution. There is not an iota of evidence where ZANU-PF or I, as president, has ever expressed the violation of our Constitution. But we allow people to dream properly or widely. They will still wake up and find things are working and the Constitution hasn't changed. In terms of the Constitution, extending presidential term limits would require amending Section 91 of the Supreme Law, which disqualifies a person for election as president or appointment as vice president if he or she has already held office as president for 2 terms, whether continuous or not, and for the purpose of this subsection, 3 or more years' service is deemed to be a full term. The bill containing the amendment must be passed by a 2/3 majority in both the National Assembly and the Senate. However, Section 328(7) does not allow an incumbent to extend the period he may hold office. It reads, "Notwithstanding any other provision of this section, an amendment to a term limit provision, the effect of which is to extend the length of time that a person may hold or occupy any public office, does not apply in relation to any person who held or occupied that office, or an equivalent office, at any time before the amendment." In effect, amending Section 91 to extend presidential term limits will apply only to future heads of state.